Hey everyone, how's it going? And today we're going to be having a look at what's on my iPhone. So, here we go. We're going to start with the home page, and for ages I like to keep it exactly as it came, but recently I've been starting to change what's on it. So, as you can see, we've got calendar, photos, camera, phone, they're unchanged. So I use just a normal camera and the normal Photos app. I don't use like Google Photos or stuff like that. And I just use a normal calendar, which is where I put everything that's going on. Then on the next row, again, this stays exactly the same: maps, clock, weather, contacts. For a while I switched weather app to an app called Weather Underground, but I didn't like it as much, and the weather app looks nice, so we're going with that. The first stuff I've actually changed here is I swapped notes out for Google Keep, so I'm starting to use the Google apps more than I was before, and Google Keep's really useful because it goes across all devices. I can access from anywhere, and whenever I use Gmail on my laptop, all my notes appear at the side, so if I've made a note of anything, then that works, and I can just see it straight as I'm writing an email. Again, iTunes, App Store, News, Activity, Health. The other one, what was there? Reminders was there, and I swapped that out for Asana, so this is where it's what I use for work and productivity. So I've got like a board in here for YouTube, a board in here for freelance work, a board in here for my work of Thinking It Better, and it just helps me keep on track of all my tasks. I can set deadlines. If you look in here, you can see it. You can assign it to different people, you can set due dates, you can have conversations with the people in your team. I just think it's a really useful app, and it helps me be productive. Then, as you can see at the bottom left, I've swapped out Apple HomeKit for Smart Life, so I can use this to control all the lights in my room. Let's see if you can actually see me turn them on. No, you can't actually see that, but they're switching on and they're blue. And let's see if you can see this one behind me. You see the little pink in the very corner? It looks much better in the dark. Next, wallet. I love wallet. I use Apple Pay all the time. I barely ever pay with my card. I just use my phone instead. I just think it's so much more convenient because I always have my phone on me, and it means I don't have to worry about change or anything. And if I lose my wallet, if I leave it at home, I'll just pay with my phone instead. And then I swapped out Apple Mail for Gmail for the same reason. I'm starting to incorporate Google into everything, and I just love how Gmail looks. It's all nice and aesthetically pleasing, and I like how it categorizes my emails. It'll have like updates and promotions, so it sorts the crap out of my normal inbox. At the bottom you'll see I've got Apple Music and Spotify. I tend to go for Apple Music. I prefer how it looks, I prefer most things about it, and it syncs with my laptop. I think it's nice, but I do like Spotify as well. And then I've left Messages and Safari. Safari I still use as my default browser on my phone. I haven't switched to Google Chrome or anything like that. Then the next page is where, so my whole phone is over 2 pages. And this page is where most of everything else sits. So as you can see at the top, I've got FaceTime, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger, Twitter. I like to keep all the social media apps so they're easily accessible, rather than tied away in a folder. I just think it's really useful to have them out, and I've got my nationwide banking app, which I'm not going to go into. I like to keep my stuff in folders, just because if I'm going to use it, most of the time I'm just going to search for it anyway, so I like to keep it tidy on the phone. So in social, I've just got some apps for scheduling on Instagram. I've got different social medias which I use less often, like 500 Pics and LinkedIn. Unknown Buffer, Feeder, they're all apps for scheduling on social media. I haven't recorded my screen. I'll record it after this. Then we've got productivity, which I do love how aesthetically pleasing some of these folders are. Like, I've set this up so it's in almost a pattern. And these are all white on the front. So I used, again, the Google Apps and Squarespace. I plan on doing a separate video on this, but I've got some photo and video apps on my phone. I use Lightroom a lot. Lightroom Mobile is really useful. I like the DJI Go 4 app because I use that with my drone. And the Moment app is a really good camera app. Photobox is where I get my prints from. Adobe Rush, so I can edit on my phone. And Ryzen, this is a really useful app. Ryzen tells you when golden hour is or whatever location you're at. So I use that if I'm going to plan going out or something. Travel, Uber Line, Train Line. Train Line's really, that's where I get all my train tickets. The rest I use less often. Shopping, again, just standard uni days, definitely useful for getting discounts and stuff. I would definitely recommend to anyone and everyone. And yeah, games, I've only got a couple. Not that I really play them a lot, except if I'm incredibly bored. but Werewolf is my personal recommendation. Not Werewolf Online, because it's rubbish. But Werewolf, if you've got more than like 4 people, definitely. And then Extras is basically where I just dump everything and anything else which I barely ever use. Some of the Apple apps have been put here. But yeah, and the most recent app on my phone, as you can see, is DS File, because that lets me connect to, we've got a server at home, which is where I keep all my backups, and the DS File app lets me go straight to there. If there's anything you'd like me to go into more detail on, drop it in the comments below. I do plan on doing a video which is a bit more in detail about photo and video on your iPhone. But thanks for watching, have a great week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye!